Hello guys, welcome back to the CTXCLOUD. This is the video number 9 in our NetScaler training series. So in our last video, we have seen how you guys can do the NetScaler HA. I mean how you guys can configure the NetScaler in high availability. So today we are going to learn how you guys can secure your NetScaler. I mean you guys can see that here, this is my ns2.ctxcloud.in and this is my ns1.ctxcloud.in. so both the NetScaler are insecure. I mean there is no SSL certificate in these NetScaler, but in practical environment, or you guys can see that in enterprise company environment, it is always recommended that put your SSL certificate on the NetScaler or any website running on your on your company, or you guys can say that any of the website running on your environment. So make sure they are secured with the SSL, and hackers do not able to attack on these equipments or devices, or you can say that websites. Okay, so I mean this is very critical in enterprise environment. So today we are going to secure our NetScaler with SSL certificate, and for that there is lots of certificate authorities like GoDaddy, and there is hosting, there is Zero SSL, there is Let's Encrypt. So there are lots of companies who are providing these kind of services, who will give SSL certificate to you guys. But some of the companies recommend that they can take the certificates from Let's Encrypt and like other certificate authorities. But here in my environment, I'm going to use Active Directory Certificate Authority, which is my A1 certificate authority. Even like some of like medium or small level companies do this practice, and like enterprise company, they have the dedicated vendor for these certificates, so they will request the certificates from these vendors. Okay, so right now you guys can see that this is my ns1 and ns2. Okay, so first of all I am going to my Active Directory here. So this is my Active Directory CTXAD server 01. So this is the Active Directory server, and here you guys can see that I have like one Hyper-V server, and there is NetScaler 1 and NetScaler 2 running on this hypervisor. And after that I am going to go on my Active Directory Certificate Authority, and here I need to type cert lm.msc. so this is the command where from where you guys can go in the certificate web server. Okay, from here you guys can request the certificate. So after that you guys need to go on personal, then certificate, and here you guys need to click on right click, and here you guys need to click on request a new certificates. So click on request a new certificate. After that click on next, and here you guys need to expand this Active Directory enrollment policy. So make sure that these numbers are there, so that your certificate authority is appropriate to provide the certificate to the NetScaler. So click on next. After that you guys need to select a template. So I'm going to select a web server, because obviously we are going to install this certificate on a website, right? So that's why I'm taking the web server template. After that you guys need to click on details and click on properties. So this is the first settings you guys need to do here. In the type you guys need to select common name. So what is like common name? So this is my NetScaler like ns2.ctxcloud.in, and this is ns1.ctxcloud.in. So the common name for my NetScaler 2 is ns2.ctxcloud.in. So this is the common name for my NetScaler. I am going to click on add. After that you guys need to select DNS. So there is two DNS entries you guys need to put here. So first of all, without domain name, your host ID. So ns2 is my host ID. So click on add. After that Again, you guys need to add your host id with fully qualified domain name, so ns2.ctxcloud.in. so these two entries I need to add here to request my certificate. After that, I am going to click on private key and I am going to select key options. Okay, and here you guys need to select make private key exportable, means whenever my certificate is created, so and after that I'm going to export this certificate, make sure the key is also get exported with that certificate. Okay, so click on OK and click on enroll. So after that, you guys can see that one certificate is enrolled successfully. I'm going to click on finish and you guys can see that there is a new certificate here, which is ns2.ctxcloud.in. So right after that, you guys need to click on export the certificate, click on export, click on next, click on yes export private key, means you need to export the private key with your certificate, right? So click on next, because whenever you are going to install this certificate on the NetScaler, then on the NetScaler end, the private key is also required. That's why we are exporting the private key. And even in some of the whenever you are installing any kind of certificate, the private key with the certificate is must. So that's why we are exporting this private key with this certificate. Click on next. Here you guys need to give the password for your certificate. So I am giving my suitable password, and based on your environments you guys can give your certificate password. Click on next. Here you guys need to click on file name, so where you guys are going to put this file name. So let me delete this, and here I am going to give the name ns2 cert certificate. That's enough. So click on desktop and click on save, click on next and click on finish. So you guys can see that my certificate exported successfully. So guys, make sure you guys will watch full video and do your practice, because if you guys will skip the videos, I'm 100% sure that it is like technical and you guys will face the issue, and then you guys have like lots of problems. So that's why I will recommend watch complete video. Okay, so click on OK. So right now my certificate has been exported, and let me show you. So this is ns2 cert, so this is the certificate I have exported. After that, I am going to copy this certificate on my local PC, and let me first, obviously, here you guys need to paste your certificate on the desktop. So this is ns2 cert pfx file. So in the pfx file, whenever you get any pfx certificate from your vendor, so in the background they have included your private key with the certificate. So uh, generally I get lots of calls from my colleagues, from my teammates, even some of the persons who are watching my video. So they will like call me and request that how we guys can do this. So obviously if you guys are going to watch all the videos, and I have explained each and everything step by step, because like I have focused more on practical part rather than giving any PDF. So I'm speaking from a PDF. So my main focus on these trainings are on the practical. So that's why you guys need to watch complete videos. Okay, anyways, so going to my NetScaler. So this is my ns2. So before doing any changes on the NetScaler end, this is recommended that take your backup or take your snapshot of your NetScaler, because again it's a very critical part, and like it's very complicated if you disturb any settings, because uh, it can give a lots of like downtime to your environment. So that's why I'm going to recommend take the backup of your NetScaler before doing any changes. Okay, I have done many times, so that's why I'm not going to take the backup. And it's very simple. If you have like Hyper-V, you guys can create a checkpoint here. If you guys have VMware, then you guys can take the snapshot. So that's like general practice. After that, I'm going to my NetScaler, and here you guys need to click on configure. Before configure, you guys need to make sure that make your NetScaler as an secondary, because if you there is like many misconfiguration, and make sure you guys have safe. So I always recommend do whatever the changes you are doing on the NetScaler HA pair, first do on in the secondary NetScaler, then do the failover, and then do on the primary NetScaler. So here I'm going to click on systems, and then click on high availability, click on nodes, and this is my secondary NetScaler. So I'm going to click here, click on edit, and here I'm going to keep this as an stay secondary. Okay, click on OK, and click on save this configuration. So now my NetScaler remains stay and secondary, and this is not going to sync the files from secondary NetScaler to primary NetScaler in case it get fails. So we have the backup plan. Now you guys need to do go on system, and then traffic management, then SSL, then server certificate, and then server. So here you guys need to install the certificate. Inside server certificate, click on install. Here you guys need to give the file name, which is ns2 cert. So this is the certificate file name. After that, you guys need to click on choose, click on local, and here you guys need to select ns2. I'm going to select this. After that, key file name. So whenever we have exported this certificate, so we have exported the private key with this certificate. So again, you guys need to give the same file name so that it can identify the private key inside the certificate. So click on ns2, click on OK. After that, you guys need to give the password which we have given while exporting this file. So I am giving that password. Click on install, and you guys can see that one certificate has been installed in my NetScaler. So after that, you guys need to you want to secure your NetScaler, right? So there is like SSL certificate here. So what is the next step to bind the certificate? Okay, so after that, you guys need to go on load balancing, then services, and then internal services. So here you guys need to bind the certificate on each and every uh, service. Okay, so first of all, just save the configuration as we have installed the certificate. After that, leave this service which is like down. Only you guys need to bind the certificate with the up and running services. So just select these services, click here, edit, and after that go downward, and you guys can see that server certificates. So just select this, add bindings, select the ns2 cert, click on select, and click on bind, close, and click on done. The same thing you guys need to do with all these services. So quickly I'm going to do this, and I'm going to bind this certificate. Select this, click on bind, close, click on done. Same with third service, click on server certificate, add bindings, select this, click on bind, close, done. Same with this service, and click on server certificate, add bindings, and click on ns2, select bind, close, click on done. Same with this service, click on server certificate, add bindings, select ns2, select bind, close, done. and this is like the last and least service. So obviously you guys need to bind this as on this NetScaler. Select this, bind, close, and done. So now we have bind this certificate with all the required services, and after that you guys want to check that on how many services this certificate get binded. So after that you guys need to verify that all the services this certificate has been binded with all the certificates, right, all the services. So click on SSL and after that server certificate, and here you guys need to select this and click on these three dots here and click on show bindings. So here you guys can see that this certificate has been bounded with these 6 services. Click on close. So this is fine for me. Just save the configuration. So after that I need to change this NetScaler from HTTP to HTTPS secure so that my NetScaler can access only with the HTTPS. So after that you guys need to go on system, then search here IP, and here inside network, and you guys can see that this is my NetScaler management IP. So just select this, click on edit, and here down below you guys need to select secure access only, means this NetScaler can access via secure layer only. So I am going to select this, click on yes. This is the message that page will reload after this configuration. I am going to click on yes, click on OK, and just wait for 1 second, and you guys can see that my NetScaler is fully secured with SSL certificate. So now I am going to copy this, and I am going my Google Chrome here. I am opening a new browser, which is, and I'm going to paste this same URL. Let me paste ns2.ctxcloud.in, and I have accessed this, and you guys can see that my NetScaler is fully secured, right? And you guys can see that the secure connect the certificate is valid. Okay, so in that way you guys can secure your NetScaler. And let me go inside my NetScaler, ns root, and just enter the password here, which is this one, and you guys can see that there is no issue with this NetScaler. It is perfectly working fine with this certificate. So after that you guys need to go on system, then go to your high availability, click on nodes, and just select your NetScaler, secondary NetScaler, click on edit, and click on actively participate in HA. Now what we are going to do is we are going to route the traffic on my NetScaler second, and after that we are going to bind the same type of certificate on my NetScaler so that my both the NetScaler get secured. So click on OK and click on save. So now you guys can see that my secondary NetScaler is now actively participating in HA. So after that I am going to click on force failover, okay, so that my traffic get routed on the secondary NetScaler. So just click on refresh, and you guys can see that secondary NetScaler become as primary NetScaler. Okay, so and the primary NetScaler become as a secondary. So that's fine. Now I'm going to go on my NS1, click on system, just refresh it, ns root, let me enter the password again, and this is the password. So again you guys can see that this is like ns1. It was my primary NetScaler, and it's give the warning that you are logged in your secondary NetScaler, because we have done the forced failover, and now my secondary NetScaler working as an primary, so that we can bind the certificate on our primary NetScaler. So again you guys could go on your system, then go on high availability, click on nodes, make your primary NetScaler, click on edit, and here you guys click on stay secondary. Okay, click on OK and click save this configuration, right? So again we guys need to go on our certificate authority. So here you guys click on all tasks, request a new certificate, click on next. Just check this certificate authority, click on next. Here you guys need to select the web server template, click on properties. Here you guys need to select the common name, which is ns1.ctxcloud.in. click on add. After that you guys need to select DNS, click on the name, host name without domain name, so which is ns1, click on add. After that ns2.ctxcloud.in, click on add, click on apply, OK, click on enroll. So again we are going to request a new certificate for my primary NetScaler. Click on finish, and you guys can see that ns1.ctxcloud.in is a new certificate. But in this time we have done some mistake, right? You guys know that I have done the mistake. If you know that what I have done, so just put a comment in the comment section, so that I can encourage that obviously you guys are watching my video. Okay, I'm going to delete this certificate because I do not selected the private key here. So again I'm going to select this request a new certificate, click on next. Select this certificate authority, click on next. Here you guys need to select the web server, click on properties, and here you guys need to select the common name, which is ns1.ctxcloud.in. so in my when I was doing the NetScaler 2 certificate, so step by step I have shown each and everything, so that's why I'm doing this in a fast way. Here you guys need to select DNS, put your host name without domain name, click on ns1, click on add, then ns1.ctxcloud.in, click on add. Here you guys need to select the private key options, make the private key exportable, click on apply, OK, enroll. So my second primary NetScaler certificate has been requested. Here you guys need to click on all task, export this certificate, click on next. Click on yes, private key exportable, click on next. Here you guys need to give the password, click on next. Here you guys need to click on browse. I'm going to ns1 cert, click on save, click on next, click on finish. You guys can see that my NetScaler 1 certificate has been exported successfully. Click copy and put this certificate on your local system desktop. So I have pasted here. After that I'm going to use this NetScaler. Go on your traffic management, then SSL, then certificate, then server certificate, click on install. Here you guys need to give the name, which is ns1 cert. Here you guys need to select the same certificate file, which is ns1 cert pfx file. After that you guys need to select same certificate file, ns1, click on open, give the password India@422, click on install, and yeah, I have installed the NetScaler 1 certificate. After that you guys need to do the same things. Go on your load balancing, then virtual server, then services. Here you guys need to go on internal services, bind this certificate with all these services. So just wait, click on this service, click on edit. Here you guys need to select bind this certificate, which is ns1. Select, bind, close, done. Now it's for the second service. Click on service, add bindings, and click on ns1, select, bind, close, and click on done. After that, third service, click on edit, click on server, add bindings, select this ns1, bind, close, click on done. Done same with next service, server certificate, add bindings, select ns1, cert, bind, close, click on done. This is like the next service. So make sure you guys need to bind this certificate with each and every service, otherwise it is not going to work and you guys will face like lots of issues. So that's why I'm saying that if you are watching the videos, make sure you guys will watch complete videos so that you guys will not face any issue in your environment. So click on done, click on save settings. After that, I'm going to go on system, please search for the IP, click on network IP. Here you guys need to select NetScaler Management IP, click on edit, and here you guys need to click on secure access only, click on yes, click on OK. So now it will load again and you guys can see that my NetScaler 1 is also secure now. So after that, I am going to do my primary NetScaler. I'm going to remove this NetScaler from the secondary. So just select this, click on edit, and make sure it will actively participate in HA. Click on OK, click on save, yes. So the settings has been saved, and after that I'm going to go on force failover, click on yes, and this is the video. Like now my both the NetScaler has been secured successfully. Let me show you. This is ns1 and this was ns2 and this was ns1. So I'm going to press and you guys can see that my NetScaler 1 is secured now. So after that I am going to access this and click on login, and you guys can see that both the NetScaler are working perfectly and both the NetScaler are fully secured now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys gain some knowledge on the NetScaler. And if again I'm saying that if you guys like the video, so just press the like button, and if you guys have any issues or any suggestions, or if you guys want to ask any questions, so just put the questions in the comment sections. I will try to give all the answers. And thank you guys. And again, if you like all these trainings which is I am going to provide like free of course, so just subscribe my channel so that I can get some motivations and I can like create more videos on these topics. So thank you guys.